I'd worked 2 hours for 2 years. I was working full time
Right.
after coming to high school and that. So during this time, my dad got made redundant, and I was doing whatever I can to try and help out with the bills and that. But now I'm back to study. I'm doing a computer science bachelor's of science at Melbourne Uni, and I'm just working at Anytime Fitness, just for a bit of coin and a free membership.
Can I tell everyone what you said that made me say, like, man, this guy is different?
Go for
So when I met Cameron, one thing that really just got me so amazed by this guy is that he said, I'm working to help. I want to retire my parents and pay off the house loan as soon as possible and contribute towards it." And I said, how many young people do you see in Australia today who's got that as their first priority before anything else? And who would like a kid like that? I think Cameron might be happy to, after he finishes with his kids,
I,
you can.
I think I'll adopt him.
I'm first, all right? But that really touched my heart. And yeah, so we talked about how what I was doing with the academy, and Cameron's we're going to catch up tomorrow, but he was just kind of excited about the ideas. And the other thing is great is that I was just telling him about the potential PhD I'm looking at doing with AI and how that's going to actually restore us back to our dignity. And he said that was a big thing for him, right? Because you kind of feel the same way, Cameron.
Gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, I remember the goosebumps, right? Yeah. So where everyone else is fearing AI, we're kind of like going embracing it. This is exciting because it's going to actually bring us back to who we are. So super excited for you being here, Cameron, and you get to be part of the inner circle group, get a peek into what we do. So really happy that you're here. Welcome.
No,
Uh,
happy to be here.
Amazing. Diana, you want to quickly tell us a little bit about you?
Okay. Hi, I'm Diana, a student studying real estate, and yeah, I don't have much to say.
Okay, I may ask you some questions then.
Sure.
I am super excited, guys. If you go and look at our wealth creation group, which I just added Diana or Nadia just added her in, they've just started a community called Hearts in Him. So Diana, you are the other part of this as a founder with you and Nadia. What tell us what it is.
Basically, Hearts and Him is we're trying to bring interact with single Christians and who are just out there. Like we're trying to make like a community, a com like a community where single Christians can get together and socialize and basically, yeah.
And
Um,
basically, yeah, okay.
but
How old are you? Are you like 15 or something? Because
no, I get really nervous talking.
I'm
I just
sorry. I shouldn't make you nervous. It's pretty cool. So guys, we just want to encourage them. So if you're single, um, and so what's going to make this? And Nadia, feel free to jump in because well done. You came at home. You were with us for about 4 hours today, 4 or 5 hours, and went through a whole process of how this is going to help meet a need in the community, and also monetize this. So between Nadia and Diana, tell us a little bit more like what separates this from other Christian singles groups? You're muted, Nadia, by the way, so can't hear you. You're talking to yourself at this stage. Oh, sorry. I just muted you again. Try it again. I was trying to get you to unmute and I've hit the wrong button. No, you're still muted, my dear.
Like that.
Yes. Now we
Right.
can. Awesome.
Yeah, so like Diana was saying, it's creating a Christ-centered community where Australian and hopefully global Christians can come together. But what make it different is that out there are dating app, and us we want to make it a courtship rather than dating. So going back to the heart of God and the primary purpose of relationship. So that's why it's hearts in him. So in Christ we know that there is no male no female, so it's hearts in him, souls. So come together as a single and we can share our life experience. But most I think the highlights of it is that it is safe. It is a safe environment because we will be teaching about courtship and share our life experience. Uh, we will also have events face to face. There will be a government ID process so that people cannot scam like all the other dating app. So at some point we will turn it into an app, obviously, and it will go online. But we are going to start, at least at the moment, just face to face, and then face to face event on school community so that it's a safe place. And then once we reach maybe 30 members, we might then consider going online. But then, like I said, there will be a lot of there will be policies and procedures and agreement as well, so a contract, so that everything and everyone's profile and details are safe.
Beautiful. I love that. Guys, can we put a 555 in the chat group to just encourage this amazing opportunity? I love the fact that Nadia jumped in and jumped into the inner circle a few 2 months ago we were talking about, and 2 months ago she goes, I know nothing, I can't, don't know where I can start. Lots of ideas, lots of amazing ideas. And then today to see this take place is great. So if anyone is single, looking for
Oh,
safe.
by the way, just let me jump in. So we are looking for 20 founders. So the first 20 founders will have 2 months free. And obviously, if your founders will start with $25 a month, but then bear in mind, at some point, this platform will be paying you instead of you paying. So, yeah.
Wow. It's going to be free for the founders for 2 months. Then there's going to be a $25 membership, and eventually it'll start paying the members rather than being the members paying. That's interesting. Be good to see how that looks. So if you're single, and for both men and women,
Yes.
okay. And
So we need for it to coach, for the coachship, it has to be men and women.
I'm just checking. You never know. Simon, I can't go. Would you go for me, Simon?
I'll think about it.
Hey, you should. Hey, by the way, both of you speak French. She's Nadia is from Mauritius, so she speaks
Oh,
Creole. You speak French, so I'm sure you guys can somehow work each right because Creole is almost similar to French.
bonjour Simon,
Bonjour, ça va?
ça va? Vous êtes de l'île Maurice ou bien de France?
Ooh,
Non, de
let's go.
Rodrigue. Je suis de Rodrigue.
De Rodrigue. Ah, d'accord.
Voilà.
Hey, oui,
Okay.
oui. I can say
Yeah,
oui, oui.
the senator, the senator that you put on the group the other day, and I said, oh, he's technically a Mauritian because he's from Rodrigue.
Yes.
So that's where he's from.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. See, new. And Diana, what's your background?
I'm South Sudanese.
South Sudanese. Amazing. So
Yeah.
you're a neighbor to my wife, where she's from Kenya.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yes. So
I
you
was
speak.
actually there not long ago, though. I
Wow.
just
Yeah.
came
Your accent
2021.
is almost like a Kenyan, so that's why I was asking.
And she
Yeah.
looks Kenyan too. She doesn't look like Sudanese at all.
They have looks. I thought they all look great. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Good to have you on. You can get to meet her as well. 29th November, guys. Don't forget to, we're going to have our first in-person in Lynbrook Community Center. So looking forward to it. And you guys get to meet everyone in person. So yeah, just a celebration of that. Caroline just got hers up and running too. When she comes on, she can tell us about it. But what a day. Good to have everyone on. There's some amazing things taking place. Any other new people? Rose, good to see you on. Welcome. I think Rose is, yes, we met you on Sunday, Rose. I was going to say,
Yeah,
Beth introduced you, but then we know you too.
yeah, pretty much, pretty much.
Yes, yes. Beautiful. Welcome. Good to have you in.
Thank you.
Welcome, Coach Rubika is in. Coach Hannah is in. Amazing. Emolium is in. Aranka just got in. Hello, Rizan. You were downstairs. I could smell all the food you guys were cooking with the nutrition. How did that go today? I was up with doing a one-to-one consult, so I didn't get a chance to. Not that it was going to be good for me because it was no meat carnivore. It was everything else but carnivore, but it smelled great. How was it, Rizan?
It was wonderful. Beautiful. I made salmon for you there, but you didn't come down. It was beautiful. It's all about
Wait, can we stop for a minute? You made salmon for me. You did not communicate it to me. Is there any more left if I go downstairs after?
I think it's gone. It's all gone.
Then you didn't make salmon for me. That was very rude of you.
I told them, oh, that's for Ruben.
Sure, you did. Probably gave it to
What a
Emolium and
letdown. What a
probably,
letdown. Oh,
I know you probably gave it to Em and said, "That's for Ruben. Don't touch it. Don't give Em."
Yeah.
It's like giving it to me and saying, "That's for Em," and I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll taste it and check it out."
Yeah, the topic was for mental health.
Beautiful. So just for
Mm.
those who don't know you, maybe haven't met you yet, what do you do? What are you growing in the business arena that's going to be amazing and free up your time more?
Yeah, so I am a certified nutritionist. I create meals and for specifically in any lifestyle diseases. Today's topic was mental health, uh, food for adults to mainly focus what are the foods, and so I create a recipe that specifically that for certain diseases like last two fortnight I created a topic for cancer awareness, and then diabetes, so high blood pressure. And next topic I will be um, divulging is this muscle joint pains, rheumatoid arthritis. So I'm going to do a very good recipe that I will create from scratch and create in front of you, and you get to eat it and you get to apply it at your home. So there is about 12, 24 topics. So each student has the right to suggest what they specifically want for me for them to learn, and it's good because it is being done in front of you, so it's in an interactive, informative nutritional cooking class for a fortnightly experience. Is wonderful. Yesterday I did a nutrition class in Tarneet, so there were about 15 to 20 attendees. I'm very keen to know. I came home at 11:30, so there was two sets of classes, so for one day, and then today again. So for all of you, it's really good, it's really fun, it's nice, and it's amazing. All I can say, my students have given me a positive feedback. Their facial appearance and their health, I can see improvements in them. So for those of you who struggles to just cook just steak and potato, there are more to that. In what you put into your body is actually going to reflect on how we think, and especially with this wealth creation, capture your purpose, inner circle, we need to take care of our own body by putting the right food into our body as well. So with the right food, with the right mind, you can create your wealth through that, because health is wealth. Thank you for the opportunity to talk.
Beautiful. Can we put a triple six? No, triple seven. Better than six. You might be too religious. Triple seven in the chat group for Riz, as she just shared what she's passionate about. I love it when people share what they're passionate about because you can sense it, you can feel it, and it's really exciting. Hyacinth, love to hear from you. I know you're at the moment editing something for your brother and sister on the very thing on CapCut, and you were just mentioning how YouTube has been such a great. In just 2 months, you've seen huge number of views increase. What Hyacinth has done in 2 months, I haven't still even achieved. He's like got over 100 people subscribing. Took me a couple of years to get that, and he's found the little secrets. So Hyacinth, just tell us your progress in a couple of minutes? How come you're progressing quicker than all of us? And please don't say anything about our age or our stage because I can't boot you out of Zoom. Um, just tell us from your heart. But I really love the fact that you're very passionate about this as well.
Yeah, yeah. So the thing is, I'm getting inspired by a lot of amazing people who have already been in this state of trying to escape the matrix and not trying to work 9 to 5 jobs. And also, it's just a little things that we need like to put into details. I'm not gonna go into more details in that, but I'm just trying it out because that's basically how you start. Because if you can't take that little leap of faith and just take a risk to try and do these things, it only comes once in a lifetime, and you have to try and do all these little small things that all these young people, how are they making all the money in the world, but just sitting and just looking at their computer for maybe an hour or just 30 minutes, and they're making huge money. But that's not the point of why I'm trying to do all of this, but it's just also looking into how does this affect the people online? How are you gonna get the message out, and how are you gonna earn from it? What are you gonna have to do? And yeah, I've just been getting inspired by a lot of amazing entrepreneurs out there, and having lots of mentors that are doing this with me. So I just came to find out about CapCut, and I'm editing videos. I'm putting them on YouTube. So I'm doing basically most of motivational videos, which is hitting mostly United States, UK, Canada, Australia. And over 2 months, I've gained about 200 and something subscribers, and I've only done 42 videos, which is just the beginning. I'm just learning how to do these things. Imagine if I had the whole view to just learn how to do these little steps. And it's gonna take a while. There's gonna be bumps up and down because I started with my videos were horrible. If you check when you start at the beginning, but now they're getting better and better, and I'm starting to see results. And that's just sometimes how it works. It might take longer, it might take a short time, but yeah, it's just that's a little recap for me. But I still got heaps to share and heaps more things to just let you guys know. But yeah, it's amazing.
Beautiful. Thank you, Hyacinth. So, you grew to 200 and you're not even recording your content, right?
Now my content. Imagine if I start recording my content and telling people about this. Yeah, I can't imagine that. It's a huge beginning. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
from people. Can you imagine? And that's what people are doing to make money.
Yeah.
Simple as
And
that.
put in perspective for those who have never used YouTube in this manner, what are you hoping to do monetizing wise? Well, let's talk about purpose first. So for you, the big thing is you want to create a message across to people.
Yeah.
So what's that message you want to get to the young people? What's that dream that scares you that you about for that since you were 16, you were 18? By the way, guys, can we give him a big congratulations. He finally got his P plates last week. He turned 18 in October, got his P plates last week. And thank you to Auntie M, who's helped him a lot. And of course, to his great dad and mom, who are amazing. But we're very proud of him. So just want to give him big congratulations, heads up. But he can't take the car out whenever he wants. Although I woke up this morning and the car was gone. I'm like, hi, Sent. But he was a good boy. He actually sent me a message, which I didn't see till afterwards. So, what is the dream that really that scares you, that you want to convey
Um.
as you build this subscription?
So for me, basically, the first thing I'll start with is in the midst of everything, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to start, whatever you're thinking of, your visions. I'm not asking anyone to do this or believe in this, but for me, I will always seek the kingdom of God first and His righteousness, and that's what's been with me spiritually walking. And I've been wanting a lot to inspire a lot of young people, not just through little messages through YouTube and just inspiring people walking around and telling them this and that. But my biggest dream has to be in it's just your purpose. What are you committing to do? And yeah, so for me, my biggest one is to inspire a lot of youth out there And how I'm gonna do that is I'm a soccer player at the moment, and I just moved from a community to NPL, so that's National Premier League, which it's a big challenge and it's tough. And um I've been wanting a lot to see how I can progress from that, and it's gonna be big journey. It's gonna be lots of challenges, but I'm accepting that, and I'm being like, when I have Jesus Christ right next to me and helping me through all these little moments, even though sometimes you feel like, oh, there's no one, I don't have lots of friends. And, so just these little moments that try to pull you down, but I try to keep going because I know that once I get there, I'm going to inspire a lot of people and they're going to see my journey. It's not just little things that, how I got there, but they're going to learn and see all these things. How did I get there? What made me get there? And this is going to inspire a lot of people. And that's what I personally want to do. And if it gets out to a lot of people and all these young people, because this world is now progressing to, you can imagine when we only want
Good, honey. Yes.
to
Honey,
2 weeks to 2026. And what I believe is in few 2 years or 3 years, AI is going to be such a powerful tool. And this world's going to have a lot of things that a lot of young people are going to get distracted with because all the government wants you to do and all these people want you to do is stick on your phone like this all day, which is not a good thing. And just, because that's what they want to do. They want to keep you there all day to listen to all these things. But I want to take them out and bring them back to their purpose and use these new things that are coming because we can't avoid it. It's there and it's always going to be there. So we're just going to have to learn ways on how to use it, how to control it. And yeah, it's been that's just my biggest dream. And once I get there, be the best football player in the world and just help a lot of people, help our Project 61 that's coming up as well, that has been there for a long time. And yeah, so that's just my biggest dream that scares me a lot. Sometimes I think and how I look at myself, I'm like, oh, how am I going to get there? I haven't even thought of a step of, but looking behind on what I'm doing from becoming from not someone who can even play soccer, players didn't even want to pass me the ball, to being wanted back to the club, to play for the club, scoring goal for the club. And it's such an amazing thing. So just these little steps, I try to motivate myself. And yeah, that's my biggest dream that scares me a lot. And yeah, hopefully one day I will make it. And I know I'll make it. I believe I'll make it. So I just try not to give up to the way. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Now, I was going to ask Hyacinth how much potentially income you could make from YouTube, but how many of you are so inspired by his dream that it doesn't really matter because the money is just going to follow? If you agree with that, I want you to put a 555 in the chat group because um, that's something I want to encourage you guys with is if you want to make a lot of money, don't focus on the money. You've got to focus on the passion and you got to focus on what is really that you are so passionate about that you would just find avenues and platforms, but don't. The important thing is this. I think the difference between in Capture Purpose Academy is that we're not telling you to work tirelessly with blood, sweat, and tears. We're saying you can work hard in the rest. And Rubika, Coach Rubika, are you with us? Because I love the way she describes it about moving your dream to a vision, and vision is a roadmap. Okay, so lots of people have dreams. You know that the graveyard is the richest place in the world. It has lots of dreams that never got eventuated into actualities. How many of you would agree with that? All right, and so how many of you believe that if Hyson kept that his vision and purpose alive, that the money would follow? Right? But if he was just after money, he may not have that. But Hyacin, do take us out of our misery on this for those who don't know much about YouTube and its potential. Like in just 2 months, you've already grown to 200 plus members, which means others could learn to do the same. And you'll probably, in the next couple of Mondays, you'll start teaching us this for those who are interested. But for those who think it's too much, you can even just, I've told Hyacin, monetize it. Fine, because there might be some of you that don't have the time but have the finance to help him. Say, hey, Hyacin, we'll pay you. Just go do this for us. Hyacin, roughly how much could you be getting if you've got one that goes viral based on the the research you've done and the data. And I know you spend hours making sure you have clear data before you say these things. But yeah, just give us an idea, an indication of some of the income that could come in potentially.
It just basically depends on like your video and what you're posting. How is it gonna impact the people? Because what everyone wants to see is what is this word? I just forgot, the product. So people are gonna click on what they want to see, not what you want them to see. So they're gonna click on what they want to see. So what attracts them most, and even if they click on it, they only watch for 5 seconds. That it depends with what you're putting out there. Because even if they watch for 5 seconds, then YouTube could put it all together. Maybe you've only got maybe 4 hours of watch time or view. Then YouTube could basically pay you maybe 5 cents, even maybe, just depending. But if you get like crazy views, like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million views, and you get all the watch time hours, you could get paid if you monetize it properly, maybe even 30,000. 10,000. It just depends on how good your video is and what you're putting out there and what people want to hear. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But you can get paid a lot of money. So for me, I've got inspired by this YouTuber. I've seen lots of YouTubers that are out there that are making lots of money, but just, most of you here will obviously know that. I've watched this guy called Matt. He does videos for building cars and he gets lots of views. And he took a risk and started making YouTube videos. He quit his job and he monetizes there, and he started making lots of money, and that's how he's living right now. And that's such an inspiration for me. And
Beautiful. How many do you think that you could spend a few hours every morning on your laptop, 1 or 2 hours, in front of a coffee shop if you want, or in front of some place as you wish, and you've got 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 coming in every month, and it would create a better lifestyle for you to go live out your dreams, right? Because we don't want you to make money without having a goal towards the end of it. But at the end of it, it's not making the money, it's keeping the money and learning how to produce it. Is it going to inspire? Yeah. Is it going to help others? Is it going to live out your passion? Who thinks that's a great idea? Coach Rubika, for 1 minute, tell us about why dreams are important when you're living this out, not just chasing money first.
Yep. Hi, everyone. Our dreams are just as important as the income that we make, because otherwise we'll be making money and probably not knowing what to do with it. And sooner or later we would have spent it rather than organized it properly so that we are actually stewarding it well. So it's really important that we have a dream, a purpose. I mean, all of us are born with a purpose, on purpose. So it's really great if we can work out what that purpose is and then work backwards to how we achieve that purpose.
Beautiful. Thank you. Very important. So, guys, you've got Rubika, you got Hannah, who are our coaches. We've got a few others coming up, rising. So please be just reaching out to any of us to start pushing this forward in where your dreams are and working backwards. I was talking to Nadia today, to Caroline today about how do we, it's not about just putting something into place. What do we want to achieve and then work backwards from it, because it just makes such a big difference. We are going to get a couple of things, exciting things done today. We've got, I'm going to just do a quick introduction about the inner circle and who we are for those who are new to it. Welcome. And also for those who are members, you just get to remember what this is all about. And then we're going to pass it on to, we've got an amazing, our amazing mentor here, Santosh, who's going to talk about the crypto world. And we're also going to then have Hannah talk about Canva. And these are very important things that we need to be aware of. So I'm going to share that in more details shortly. But let me just share my screen first. And let's have a look at just a little quick few seconds of an introduction, a few minutes. You guys can see the screen. Just nod your head if you can. Beautiful. Awesome. So just this is what we call the Inner Circle Founders and Builders Membership Program. And it's about creating healthy, wealthy leadership minds that create what I call a CEO, being a CEO of who you are. All right. What does CEO stand for? It is something really important of community first, then being empowered, and being aware of opportunities. Okay. One thing I really love is Hyson said that he doesn't have as many friends. Welcome to the club. I don't know how many of you grew up that way, but a lot of high level thinkers and successful people didn't always have the friends that took them maybe the wrong way or made them good. But we always say the enemy of the best is good, right? And so I love what Nadia said. Queen Nadia, she said, "Hey, eagles fly alone," so that's important. And then we always talk about fly with the eagles, fly alone, get your vision, and then hunt with the lions. Have your tribe, find your tribe. So community is really important. Whatever we do, does it empower, does it help our community, support our community? And when you are working together, is there an empowerment that you are gaining? And once you gain that, are you taking advantage of the opportunities that come in? And that's very, very important. So the vision of Capture Your Purpose to raise a generation of kingdom-minded leaders who live with a clarity of purpose, create sustainable wealth, and leave a lasting legacy of impact. At Capture Your Purpose Academy, we equip individuals with kingdom principles, practical strategies, and a supportive community so they can live their legacy, not just leave one. And I'm big on practical. Anything we do and anything we say, we actually do. When we say kingdom principles, it's a framework that we use that is has been really helpful for me personally, having retired out of the 9 to 5 job environment 13 years ago, and being able to make that choice and that decision to do that, and knowing that it's still sustainable till today to live out my destiny call. These frameworks help others. How many of you so far here have used some of these frameworks? Some of you have known and run with me for a few years, not just the last year of the academy. Has this framework helped? The kingdom principles. If it has, pop a yes in the chat group. Equipping individuals with kingdom principles, practical strategies, and supportive communities. So we're not competing, we're collaborating. You can have the same industry as somebody else. It's okay because we're all collaborating together and there's enough for everyone. And the important thing is about living out your legacy, not just leaving one. If you're a visitor, welcome, feel at home. Our membership is just $30 a month. It is going up to $50 a month in a little while as we build our inner circle founders and builders and we finish that section. It's a huge amount of value that comes back. There's courses online through our school platform that you can get as an app on your phone. As well as live ones on wealth creation. Every Wednesday we have either a live session or we have a training that we do. So if those who don't have time, people say they're busy, 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 and I say busy is being under Satan's yoke, BUSY. Learn to be occupied, which means you're in charge of your time. But if you are busy, come on for 90 minutes. Some of the Wednesdays we just do pods. We just sit there. We work on our things that we need to get done for the business or for investing or for goal setting, for dreaming, for whatever it is, so that at least a couple of times a month you've got a really focused roadmap and you've got coaches to help you as well. There's stuff we do on wealth creation, mindset, leadership, and parenting, plus much more. So if you want to join, contact the person who invited you here. The academy is there for you to test out. It's, and like I said, $30 a month, great value. It's better than Netflix in what you're getting and gaining as information. And you can join and you can stop whenever you want. So it's a great opportunity. Just a disclaimer before we get further into the program. This coaching program is designed to provide guidance, inspiration, and support. The information shared is for educational purposes only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice from qualified medical, financial, legal, or therapeutic practitioners. We aim to equip you with tools and strategies for growth, but we cannot guarantee specific outcomes. Results will vary depending on your personal effort, circumstances, and decisions. By participating, you acknowledge that you are responsible for your own actions, choices, successes, and setbacks. If you require professional advice in areas such as health, finance, or law, please seek the assistance of a licensed expert. Thank you for joining us. Let's move forward with clarity, commitment, and purpose. Now, this is super exciting for me. How many of you are joining in? And good news is our Eventbrite link is on, so we can now start to take tickets as well. ticket purchases. So 29th of November, we would love to see all our members there. And if you're not a member, you're welcome as a guest to join us, or you can join in as a member now and then be there with us. We have a day from 1 to 6 at Lynbrook Community Center, of our first Inner Circle Founders and Builders in-person workshop. We're going to have some amazing content. It's going to be wealth building through property in 2 to 5 years and beyond with our Ambassador William Wong, who has over 20 properties, 70 years old. He's an accountant, financial planner, real estate agent, everything to do with numbers. He's got it, and he's got amazing experience. I've known him for over 20 years. I'll be sharing about retiring out of the 9 to 5 grind and into financial independence and destiny calling. Rubika will be sharing on making your dreams a reality in the next 12 months. Hannah will be sharing on financial literacy made easy to create lasting success and get rich very quickly, but I'm told not to say such things. But I said it. And Abir will be helping to host a panel that's going to be really great. And it's like from whatever age group you are, whatever stage you're at, you're going to get something from it. Great networking time as well. So how many of you here are ready to come? If you are, I want you to pop a 999 in the chat group. We'll be sending out the link later today and invite others. It's $35 for those who are Inner Circle members and $50 for non-members. The value of it is over $2,500 worth of information you're going to get. You'll have light refreshments there. There's workbook that will be also provided. We possibly will do, and we'll announce it if we can, just recording as well that you'll get afterwards. So huge amount of value for $50 if you're not a member, and $35 for those who are members. Okay, so very excited to have this. It's our first in person as we grow the academy over the next little time. Beautiful. Guys, I am super excited to just invite an amazing guy that I met about, I think, over 2 years ago now, through one of our investment platforms that we were working with. And his name is Santosh. He lives out in the western suburbs of Melbourne, the other side of town. He needs a visa to come over to our side, but it's all good. We forgive him. I got to know Santosh really, I think, probably for the first time in a deeper way when we were in Dubai together, again for a business meeting. And I just love the way he would just sit and listen and think through things, and contemplate before he jumps in. He's not someone who just jumps into things without thinking, but at the same time, when he sees an opportunity, he just takes a big leap. And I noticed that he was very educated on the crypto world and the forex world. And so we've gotten to be part of his mentorship program for the last year and a bit, learn a lot more about crypto. For those who think crypto is too much, I spoke to a few people go, oh, crypto is too much, it's too hard for me. Can I suggest to you that it's really important that you become aware of it, because whether we like it or not, it's the digital world that we're moving into. Who would agree with that? Okay. Banks are already starting to get into their tokenization of using these crypto. It's good to understand why it is there, what's important, and everyone's at a different stage. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being, or 0 to 10, 0 being like, I got no clue about crypto, I don't even know what that is. 10 being, yeah, I'm a real expert, I'm so excited about this market, and I can do this stuff with my eyes closed. Can you put in the chat group what your level of experience is? I'll probably say mine is only about a 4 or 5, maybe a 6. Simon put 5, and I'm meant to be helping Simon, so I better put a 6 just to make sure I'm Simon feels good that I know a little bit more. Others will be like, "What the heck, dude? You're meant to be teaching me." So Santosh, just want to welcome you, and a few of us here know you really well. We're so excited for you to be here, bro. It's been a long time in the making. Thank you to Shamim for continuing saying, "Is Santosh coming on? Is Santosh coming on?" I go, "Yes." I just can't get the guy because he's always at swimming classes with his kids, doing what I love that he does, which is put family first. And I love that when he's training us, suddenly his son will jump in, walk in, "Hey, Dad, bro," and he'll be like, "Get out! I'm trying teaching." And I love that. Just that chats that you have, which is very much in line with our hearts. Santosh, bro, over to you.
Thank you, Ruben, for the amazing introduction. Obviously, yes, it's time flies. I think it's been a while now, isn't it? We haven't met actually. We're planning a trip here, and I invited you to come this side anyway because I don't have a visa for that side, as you mentioned.
I can organize.
Yeah, I think you all are in a safe hand. Ruben has a heart of gold, and I'm genuinely talking about him. He always thinks about people. People always comes first for him. Relationship matters for him. Money second, I would say. And high sense, man. The way he spoke, after a year, I think nearly a year it's been. I haven't, heard you speaking. You have gone from literally, it's like the fastest car, 0 to 100 in 3 seconds. That's how fast you have gone, and I'm so proud of you. But again, coming back
Thank
to
you. Thank
Ruben,
you.
whatever he does, he always thinks about the community first. And I can see everyone is here getting a lot of value through him. And obviously it's better than Netflix program for sure. $30 is well worth it. You can't go wrong anyway. But thank you, Ruben, for inviting me. Today, I'm going to speak a little bit about crypto. But before crypto, why crypto? Why am I doing crypto? That's the most important question here. So I've been a normal 9 to 5 as well, like most of the people, as you see, over the world. 16 years I've been in real estate. After 16 years, one day I was just sitting in a chair and thinking because I had nothing to do. And I was just thinking, in 16 years, what did I make? Did I make any money? Did I make any time? And answer was no. So I was time poor, money poor. You've been hearing a lot when you go on any program, but me, genuinely speaking, uh, I didn't want to earn money, because I was giving my 95, 95, 95 every single day, but I was always time poor, the money poor. And I'm not saying I'm a millionaire right now, but I am time rich right now. I can be wherever I want, I can be with whoever I want, and that's what success is all about, I think. It's not about money, it's about the time, and that is the most expensive commodity, I think, in the world today, which people don't have right now. So I was thinking I need to do something. I can't go back 50 years where people were just doing a job or doing a business and that was the only means of making money. Right now, yes, the world is very expensive, but we have millions of other ways to make money as well. So why think old school, when there is millions of, you can just go and dance in front of TikTok and you can still make money. It doesn't matter if you dance well or not. You just need to go and perform really, really bad and people still like to visit you, right? You don't need to be a genius, and that's how amazing online is right now. But again, I was not a good dancer, so I thought, what do I do? What do I do? And all of a sudden, I get a call from UK, thinking, is this guy going to be in a program with me or not? So he asked me a question. He asked me a question that, hey, you live in Australia, I live in London. Tell me what is the average pay that people make in Australia in a day? I said 150 to 200, 250 is the max people make. And that was 7, 8 years ago. So he goes, what if I show you the way where you can make that same amount of money in 2 to 3 minutes time? And I was like, man, that's obviously too good to be true. And at that moment, I never heard about crypto. I never heard about Forex. I was not interested in stock trading or anything as such. I was just a good employee. I just knew how to be on time at work and give my heart and soul to make that, uh, place 100%. I would say, I would give 100% to that particular job or business, I would say. But I had no idea. So this guy, he tells me that I was too good to be true. I said, yeah, can you show me how? So he comes on the computer and literally in less than 1 minute, 2 minutes, he makes that money, 300. Without thinking nothing, I said, I want to do it too. Obviously people are greedy. We want to learn. We don't care how long it takes, but we just want to make money. So my focus was just money. And I was thinking, man, 2 minutes, if I make this money, 250, I can save 7 hours and 58 minutes every single day from my job. Let's do it. So, anyways, I joined the program and I started doing trading, the Forex trading. And guess what? First trade, less than 2 minutes, I lost $300. Because this guy tells me that you need to learn before you earn. It doesn't matter what program, but you need to learn and earn. So now I had two choices. The choices was one, I don't do this because I'm going to lose a lot of money, or the second one, I become more of a student of this market and just learn it. And if I can learn it one time in my life, this is going to take care of me for the rest of my life. So I started learning anyway. So it was a lot of ups and down, ups and down, ups and down. But after a year or two, I started to understand what the market is and how to make money. While I was doing Forex, then I came and I got introduced to crypto as well. I saw people were making money through Bitcoin or Ethereum. There's a lot of projects. Again, I went and jumped in anywhere and I started to learn that as well. So today, there is so many ways. I'm not saying to go and do crypto or forex. I'm not saying go do one particular thing. Just do what makes you feel comfortable. Just do what makes you, learn all the time, I would say. But one thing, obviously, the disclaimer here is if you don't learn, you are going to lose shitloads of money. That's for sure. It doesn't matter how intelligent you are, the market is always going to be bigger than you and better than you. Okay, so let's talk about crypto. How many of you understand Bitcoin? And I'm sure even deaf right now in today's world, they all know Bitcoin, they all know crypto. You can't miss it, right? But most of us, we don't know exactly how it actually works, right? So I'm going to share some information on crypto anyway. So crypto obviously is a digital currency. We all know this, right? So we had, coming from the barter system, obviously we never had a money. So we used to swap things from apple to orange. And then we went from, the gold and then we went to coins and then money, then ATM, then it's coming to crypto now. So literally in 2008, cryptocurrency was discovered. Mainly, what was the purpose now? Purpose was to send money from one to another without having to have a third party like bank. That was the whole idea that Bitcoin was created anyway. It has been so successful. Is there any use case behind Bitcoin? There's no use case. There's nothing that you can do with Bitcoin. It's just the means of sending the money from one to another without having to, uh, engage any third party in it. And it takes literally a flick of a second for the money to go from one place to another. Whereas banks, obviously, it takes longer and there's a lot of fees involved, right? So Bitcoin was created, and it's also known as, right now, it's a digital gold as well, we can call it. Gold is expensive. Yes, it's expensive. But think about it. Rubika has 1 kilo of gold, for example, she accumulated over the last 10 years, for example. He wants to take that gold to another country. Is it possible for us to take 1 kilo of gold? There will be a lot of tax involved, right? And if she wants to sell it, she can't sell it herself. She needs to go to a jeweler or someone for her to sell it. Whereas Bitcoin, you can transfer from one wallet to another wallet in a flick of a second. You can break it into millions of pieces. If Ruben wants a small piece, he can do a small piece as well. He can sell it part by part, and it's very, very easy to do it anywhere. Okay, whereas gold, you can't. So I think we are moving into that era now. Everything is going to be digital. Even some people are selling land nowadays in digital land. Can you believe? So I bought $600 worth of digital land 4 years ago, I think. When I talked to my dad, he goes, "Are you crazy? Where's that land?" I said, "I don't know where it is. It's just a digital land." And you won't believe I made about $1,800 in that digital land. Someone actually bought it. How stupid is that, isn't it? Someone bought a digital land that never exists. And it's that's just the trailer now, right? So imagine now, if you understand these things and how it works and how you can make it work, there is a potential for you to actually make money as well. Okay? So Bitcoin it was designed for anti-inflation purpose. Okay? Money that you had 10 years ago in your bank that is worth maybe less than half right now, maybe a half. When I came to Australia, $30, I used to fill up my trolley when I used to go to Coles. But now, just today, I bought a bag of onion, some fruits, and some veggie. That was the minimum veggie. And that was more than $45. I couldn't believe it. What is that? Inflation, right? Because the money has unlimited supply. Unlimited supply. That means the more you save, the banks are going to, our government is going to print more and more, more and more. That means they are just stealing your money without robbing you, basically. That's why the Bitcoin was designed in a way that it becomes anti-inflation because they have a limited supply. And Bitcoin has a halving, it comes every 4 years just to keep that demand and supply equal. So let's watch one video that will give you a clear indication. It's only a 3 minute video anyway. Just a clear indication on what Bitcoin is and what halving is, and how it works anyway. So are you all ready to watch 3 minutes video? Yeah, just a quick 3 minutes video, okay? And then we'll talk again. Okay, here you go. Can I share my screen? Perfect. Okay, let's watch it.
Every 4 years, the block reward for Bitcoin miners is cut in half in an event called a Bitcoin halving. Every 4 years, the block reward for Bitcoin miners is cut in half in an event called a Bitcoin halving, and this will continue until all 21 million Bitcoins are issued. But how does the halving work, and what exactly does it mean for Bitcoin? And does this mean Bitcoin will cease to exist after all coins are mined, or are there ways to keep Bitcoin up and running for many more years to come? Let's explore these questions and much more in today's video about Bitcoin halving. So what exactly is Bitcoin halving? Bitcoin halving is a process that regulates the amount of Bitcoin rewards issued to miners for helping secure the network. Specifically, it does this by cutting the reward in half roughly every 4 years. But first, let's back up a bit. So, as mentioned, the total supply of Bitcoin is capped at 21 million coins. After 21 million coins are mined, no more Bitcoin will be created. Since Bitcoin is not run by any one single entity, it requires miners around the world to participate in validating transactions and securing the network. In return, miners are awarded with Bitcoin for every block, which are what transactions are grouped into, they add to the blockchain. At the time Bitcoin was launched, the reward per block was 50 BTC. The code is set so that miners' rewards are cut in half for every 210,000 blocks added to the blockchain. As each block takes approximately 10 minutes to mine, this means it takes roughly 4 years to add that many blocks to the blockchain, with the first Bitcoin halving taking place in 2012, halving the reward to 25 BTC, the second in 2016, halving the rewards to 12.5 BTC, and the latest halving event taking place in May 2020, halving the rewards to 6.25 BTC. The next one is expected to take place in 2024. What does the halving mean for Bitcoin? Based on the basic principles of supply and demand, the Bitcoin halving tends to result in increased Bitcoin prices if demand increases or remains constant. This is because the halving reduces the amount of new Bitcoin entering the market. Bitcoin's limited supply of 21 million makes it a scarce and thus valuable asset if the demand for it continues to increase. Estimates predict that the last halving will happen in 2140, after which miners will get 0 block rewards for mining, but will still be able to collect transaction fees for keeping the blockchain running. And ideally, the transaction fees will be enough incentive for miners to keep securing the network.
Okay, so that's just a basic understanding, I would say, about
We have got to
the crypto, obviously, or the Bitcoin, I would say. But there's another thing I'm going to say right now. So because of this halving, obviously, the Bitcoin is always going to maintain, and it's always going to be in demand. So whatever dip you see right now is going to be temporary. I'm kind of 90% right now, the Bitcoin is going to fly again. And it has been flying since 2008 right now. Every single time the market has crashed, it's not a crash, it's just a correction, I would say. But here is another thing I wanted to point out here. So this is the website here, okay? It's not just the Bitcoin, there's hundreds and thousands of coins right now, which obviously is not just a coin, it is backed by obviously a real project, I would say. On majority, it's not a real project, but I would say 10% is the real projects. And that's why we need to have that proper education to see where do we actually invest, okay? It's just like stock trading. So if we go to a coingecko.com here, this is more like a realestate.com.au, just to find out where are the properties, who is selling it, how much they're selling it for. So same thing here. Let's say if we go to coingecko.com, you can find what is the number one coin right now. The number one coin right now is Bitcoin. Why it's number one? Because of the market cap. As you can see, the market cap, how much money has been invested in this particular coin is 2.03 trillion. Okay, so it's in trillions. So it has to be a good project. Obviously, that's why people have invested a big money into it. Not just the normal retail traders, I would say, including the big institutions as well. Okay, number two is going to be Ethereum. But let's say the brand new person comes in and no idea what Ethereum is all about. So what do? We just click on it just to get some info on it, okay? So here, what we see, what is the market cap here? Market cap is 399 billion there. So we understand it's not a small market cap, it's a huge market cap, nearly 400 billion. What is the total supply right now? It's 120 million here. Okay, Bitcoin is only 21 million. Ethereum is 120, which is good enough. What is the max supply? Is infinity. What does that mean now? That means it has the burn mechanism. Okay, every single time someone uses the Ethereum network, the gas fee or the transaction fee we call it, the Ethereum gets burned every single time. Why? Just to keep that yeah, keep that supply or the price uh, as per its own value as well. Okay, so now if you look at uh, the bottom part here, info part, it gives you that the website as well. So you can go to the website and you can find out what the Ethereum is all about. It'll give you a, who is the owner, what do they do, what is the use case. You'll find all this information there. You can also go to the Twitter as well. They have their own community. You to get all that updates as well in there as well. Okay, so if I click on the Twitter here, obviously for crypto news, Twitter is the best. So you can see here 4 million followers. Every single time there's any news or any events, you'll get updated through Twitter as well. If you see there's nothing coming up here in Twitter, that means that's not a good project to invest your money into. Now, if I go back here, you can also see the categories. So what categories Ethereum's fall into? So it falls into 13 different categories. So we call Ethereum more as a silver. Okay. Silver has a lot of use case every single time. You can use that as a jewelry. You can use that as a chip. There's so many companies are using right now. So we call Ethereum as silver. So now it falls into different categories. Obviously, I'm not going to go in details about this, but just understand that it's a layer one project, means it's a shopping mall and people can go and build shops underneath it. That becomes layer 2, layer 3, layer 4. If I go down here, I can see the 24-hour. Now crypto is very volatile because it's still brand new. Okay, it's only 15 years old, I would say, or 15 years old. So it's still brand new. People don't have a lot of trust into it. So when they make 100%, 200% profit, they just get out. So it becomes so volatile here. So we can see the range here. What was the price range? So this morning, the price was $3,097. Right now, the price is about $3,300. So we have gone up by, let's say, about 10 to 12%. So if someone would have invested this morning into Ethereum, they would have already made 10, 12%, in a day. But exactly when do we know what the bottom is? It's very hard to tell, right? That's why there is a different technique we use. Again, we're going to talk about that later anyway, which is called the dollar cost averaging. That's what we do every single time the market dips. We buy a little bit, just like we invest in gold long term. Same thing goes here as well. Now we can see the all-time high price here as well. What was the all-time high price? The all-time high price was $4,946. When was that? Just 2 months ago, which was in August 24. It hit that all-time high area. Now it's down by 33%. So if you buy today, it means you are getting that, you're getting the Ethereum as 33% discounted price. That's what it is. Okay. Now, when was this created? It was created back in 2015. So October 2015. So now it has completed 10 years in 2025. So imagine the price was 43 cents when it was created. So someone would have invested even $100 into it, multiply that by 760,000 percentage has gone up by. So I'm not asking you to go and invest all your money into crypto, but I think it's important for us to diversify, our that's what I think Ruben teaches in his classes anyway. We need to diversify our education. We need to diversify our income as well. We need to diversify our time as well. We need to diversify everything now. Don't just go in one thing. You have to go and multiply your income. You need to have a 6, 7 sources of income in today's world for you to survive, I think. So let's say you just invested a little bit of money, like $100 into this, would have become crazy amount of money. But it's not easy again, okay? Now here, if we go down, now we can see the Ethereum markets as well. Where can I buy these from? So these are all the shops. There's a Binance shop, there's a Bitmart shop. What price are they selling it for? 3,310. What price Bitmart is selling it for? 3,311. So you can see the different prices here. So it gives you that information about the prices on where you can actually buy it as well. Okay. So now let's say which one should we choose? Which shop should we choose? So we should be using the shop where it has a maximum amount of volume in 24 hours. Okay, so you can see the 24-hour volume here on Binance is about how much? 5 billion. Just in 24 hours, people have bought and sold about 5 billion of transaction in a day. It tells me that Binance is the most legit platform, and is most trusted platform by most of the people around the world here. Okay, the second one obviously comes to Bitmart is 4.6 billion, so on. You can use any of these as long as it's over billion or two. You can use those platform, and you can also check the prices as well. So that's the information we get here. Okay, now which platform, sorry, which project should we be in, literally going and investing our money into? So for the newbies who has no idea about what cryptocurrency is, I would suggest just look into the top 20 coin. When I say top 20, in market cap, okay? So it starts from number one, which is Bitcoin, Ethereum, you can't go wrong. Eventually the price is going to move up. So up until 20, I think it's safer bet for the brand new people. Anything above 20, it requires obviously a bit of education and research. But because 20 is the good number anyway for anyone to go and invest. Now, investing is easy. Okay, I always say this. Putting money into something is so easy, but when it comes to selling, you need a Panadol, literally. Should I sell now? What if it goes up? Should I not sell now? What if it goes down? That sort of question will always come into your head. Okay, so it's so hard to sell. That's again, it comes to education. Where do we need to sell? Where we need to buy? Sometimes when you do a spot trading, which is obviously you buy, invest, and you forget about it, there's nothing, there's nothing wrong with it. But again, it's not a gold market. The cycle comes every 4 years. Means 2 years the market starts to go up. After 2 years, the market will start to come down. So you just need to know when the market will come down. That's how we invest. So there's a lot of information we can get through this coingecko.com. So I would really insist people to just to get an idea about this website, just click on some of the projects, just read about some of the projects like Chainlink, for example. Okay, if you can go on this, just click on this and see what Chainlink is all about. Is it a good project? How long it's been in the market? Look, who is the partner with? Chainlink, you can see ANZ. How many of you heard about ANZ Bank? Obviously, we all heard, right? The Fidelity. This is more like an asset management company. Mastercard here. They all are going into Chainlink because Chainlink is an amazing project that deals with all those infrastructures. Okay, so these are big companies have invested their money into Chainlink. So for me, as a brand new person, if I go into this, okay, I know this project, okay, I know that project. How much is total value locked in this? You can see transaction value enabled is more than how much? How much is that? 26 trillion there. It's crazy. Or 26 billion, sorry. No, is it billion? 26. No, 26 trillion, I would say. So it's so much is going on. Let's JP Morgan plus Chainlinks plus Ondo. So you can see there's so many things going into it. That's why I suggest top 20 coin is good for someone to invest. But again, how much should we invest? How much money? What is the right amount of money should people be invested? It all depends on your risk appetite. Some people have a bigger appetite. Some people have a smaller appetite. I mean, some people can invest $100 and they can go into panic attack. Oh my God, I had $100, now it's $99. What do I do? I'm in lost $1. For those people, I would say it's not a right risk. So if your heartbeat is not pumping up and down, it's not pumping at all, means that is the right amount, I would say. Okay. So only invest what you can afford to hold on this top 20. I won't say lose. 90% you wouldn't lose. Yes, 10% there is a chance, but it's whatever you can afford to hold. So in saying that, yes, we do teach about this. Some of you on this class obviously been in my class anyway. But again, I just wanted to take this moment to quickly explain what Bitcoin is or crypto is. How do we do research? For me, it has been a blessing, I would say. Having to understand a little bit about crypto and forex, and I'm learning every single day. I would say the more I get deeper into it, I feel like I don't know anything. That's how the huge. It's like a universe. It's like a universe. It's so big, and we are competing against the bigger institutions, the bigger banks, the bigger asset managed company. That's why I say it doesn't matter how long you've been learning about markets. I think you can only get success in this as long as you understand your risk management. If you can understand your risk, you will always win. If you don't understand your risk, it doesn't matter how amazing you are, you will lose in this market. So, Ruben, that's all from me. Thank you again for letting me speak about this topic. And I look forward to come again and talk about Forex as well in near future.
Beautiful, bro. Thank you so much, guys. Can we just appreciate Santosh so much? He rushed back from the swimming pool. The bottom half of his body, I think, still has his swim pants on. We won't ask him to get up and show us his shorts, but he's just got such a wealth of information, great heart, and I hope it's helped some of you maybe start to recognize the seriousness of being able to get into something like this, but also the ability that you don't have to put thousands and thousands of dollars in, right? Bro, it's just like you can start at whatever amount you want. You don't have to buy a Bitcoin or a Ethereum coin. It's just portions. So, how many of you would love for Santosh to come back, teach us some more in the future? We're trying to get him to he says he got more time now, so we'll just hold him on to that. And I've just been asking Santosh as well because for those of who have tried to join into his classes that he currently teaches, it is already the basics are done. Like I know when I first started, the first 8 weeks, you should ask my wife. I looked like I was depressed and hit by a huge crane because I just sit next to my bed after listening to him to try and just even get my wallets open, and I'd be like, my head is hurting so much, I don't know what to do next. And then I'd call Santosh and he goes, "What's wrong with you? Just do this, 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 this." I'm like, "Slow down." So, because he got used to it. And now it's like I do the same thing to others. Like, "What's wrong with you? Just do this, 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 and this." But I just asked Santosh whether he would start a basic class again. And he said that he would look into doing that to help people. So how many of you here would be interested if he did do that, that you would seriously say, "Hey, just to be able to start from scratch, understand, go through a program, who would be keen to do that?" So just again, a poll from our group, and obviously we'd check the other groups as well. But small steps. It's a great time at the moment to be able to do this as well, Santosh Bro, to take advantage of the coming bull market as well, would be important. Wonderful. All right. So something, bro, you got about, half a dozen people and more still saying yes. So maybe a bit 8 people, 9 people saying that they would be interested in just getting to the basics. So when you're ready, let's, if you could create some time for that. And Forex, who's interested in Forex, that is like evergreen anytime. I personally have not got to that place of doing it because I blew my account and then I decided skip this. I got too excited making money and then blew my account and then I didn't go back to it. But my wife loves it. Santosh, she brings the computer to bed and I wake up like I'm trying to go to sleep and I'm hearing this guy talking in my bed. And then she's looking at the candles and she's getting some and she does something and then she gets all excited. She's made a few cents. Although I said to her, "Can you make a few hundreds of dollars?" Because he just put a little bit more in. And she goes, "No, no, no, not risky yet." So Forex is another one. If you're interested in Forex, please put Forex in there so we can just get an idea of anyone who's interested. And literally that's evergreen because there's always going to be that exchange and fluctuation between foreign exchange amounts that you can learn. Beautiful. The thingamajiggy with the whatchamacallit. Thank you, Santosh, again. Amazing.
Thank you. See you all. Take
Bless
care,
you,
everyone.
bless you, and we'll talk soon. So guys, as we said, just now, different ways of income producing that we're talking about. Like last week, I don't know how many of you remember that I said with the real estate side of things when William was on, that just with rental, I was able to increase my rental and add another $15,000 in per year. How many of you think that sounds like a good idea? Because again, we're freeing up time, right? To increase that. Today, I was just helping one of our inner circle guys set up a subscription similar to mine, and I said within a year or however long it takes to get 50 people subscribe, you can get an income of about just under $20,000 for the year extra. Who thinks that's a great idea? Now I know it's not a lot of money, but remember if it all adds up, right? Crypto. Who thinks you can put some money in there and let that grow and get between 2x to 20, 50x in this coming bull run, right? So if you put $1,000, it could become anywhere between 2,000 to 20,000 to 200,000, right? And again, don't expect the highest. just kind of work through how that looks like. So you're looking at showing multiple streams of income, but at the end of the day, find your journey and just get really focused on that and do the best in that area, but have these other investments and diversification as well. A lot of us are in business. Let business produce for you. Don't be a slave to business, or don't become self-employed, right? Because otherwise you can't get out of the rat race. And if you are self-employed, give yourself a journey where in the next few months or year or two, you're just stepping out of it. Awesome. Who is ready to? We're going to change gears a little bit just before we finish off. Is Canva. Um, who's excited about AI? And be very careful what you say because I love AI. No. Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being I'm super excited. One being that I'm not. I'm a 20. I'm super, super excited. One being I'm so skeptical. I'm so scared. I'm so afraid. I don't even know if I can wake up tomorrow morning. I don't even know I can go to sleep tonight because of AI that's coming in. On a scale of 1 to 10, Araka's become a believer. Hallelujah. Right? Now, and just be honest. Look, guys, I'm not forcing you to be as excited as I am. But I want you to be honest. I want you to be, just recognizing where things are at because the reality is this. Yeah, a lot more tens than we did last month when I did a poll. I got a few ones, so not sure, very unsure, very fearful. What are the others like? Cameron, where's your vote? Watch looking, no vote here. Right, Emmy, didn't want mobile, and now I can't go too far with it. Yeah, but AI, artificial intelligence, it thinking with you, for you. I love the video Aranka posted just recently on AI, helping this person who couldn't communicate to be able to communicate after I think he had almost 10 years as he was degenerating. His ability to communicate was able to now communicate through AI. Very, very amazing. For those who are fearful, I want you to think of this thought process. Is AI going away in the next 50 years? Will AI disappear? And the answer is no. So we can either run from it or we can begin to embrace and understand it, just like any new technology, any new thing coming in. Will there be ups and downs? Absolutely. So, can AI help us in business? Amazingly, yes, 100%. We've talked about ChatGPT. I introduced DeepSeek to some of you. Did anyone start using DeepSeek? Pop it in the chat group, really good. People say ChatGPT and DeepSeek not good for your brain. Yes and no. If you're a young person trying to get answers through this and not process stuff, then yes, it's not good for you. If you're an older person going to university or studies or something and trying to skim through your exams and studies and again you don't understand what you're doing, you're just putting answers in, then yeah, it's not going to help you. If you're someone that is using it to teach it what you think and it becomes your assistant and it's producing for you content and clarity and helping you through when you're a little bit stressed about what should I do next kind of thing and helping and giving you ideas, then 100% that is great for you, right? Now, I've been in marketing for over 25 years and I've had to create my own slides and projects and marketing ways of doing things and then landing pages and all of this stuff. And then Hannah comes along the other day and says you can do all of that in Canva and it'll all work in one place. And I'm like, man, that is awesome. Is that so true? She goes, yes, 100%. She does the slides in it. I do my slides still in PowerPoint. She does hers in there, and I tell you, quality is much better. Creating artwork, creating landing pages, and there's much, much more. So I'm going to pass it to Hannah because last week she was going to teach, but her computer decided to bust on her. Hopefully today it's going to behave. And Hannah's going to give us a little bit of a rundown. Whether you're in business or not, whatever you're doing, it's good to start to embrace in little portions how AI can start to help you, but also how these platforms can make life much easier, giving you more professional outputs in life. Whether you want to present in the future, whether you want to advertise, whether you want to create space for people to come and join you in your endeavors, whichever way. So, Hannah, our coach, amazing coach from Efficiency, who's also a bookkeeper and an amazing financial literacy coach, and will be doing 29th of November. Will be she and Coach Rubika will be doing the hosting. Over to you. Can't wait to hear what you're going to teach us.
Thank you. Um, What I want to say is that AI is here and we don't even, can you hear me? Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it's here, it's everywhere, and we don't realize it. It doesn't mean that we need to give AI, our firstborn or all our private identity and information, but it's everywhere. Like you make phone calls today, and sometimes you speak to a bot. You can't do anything today without using your mobile or your computer. So it's all AI generated. Um, Accounting software suggests to you how to reconcile transaction. Don't listen to it. It doesn't know, but it's still AI. So it is there. So we might as well make the most out of it when we feel comfortable. Again, so if you don't feel comfortable to share information, don't share, but you can definitely use ChatGPT to research the web for you. No harm in that. So I won't keep much of your time. What I will do is we'll do a quick demo of Canva. I've started using it about 6 years ago when I started my business. And sometimes I'm like, oh, that image and this template. So sometimes I kind of get lost in it a little bit, too excited. But I will show you how I use it. And it's like you said, it's not necessarily only for business because we can use it for birthday cards and invites and what's not. So, this is my screen share. All right. So I will make just a quick intro. I'm not even using the paid version, so this is the free version. Some images might be blocked for you, some or some templates, but in my eye, it's more than enough. I don't see the need to use, so I can't use all the images, but there are plenty here that you can use. Like Ruben said, I use it for my posts, I use it for my presentation, I use it for documents, other PDFs that people can download from my website, or workbooks to print. And what I tend to do is your brand is your identity. So if you're a business owner, it's important that people know your brand. So I'm using the same colors and the same fonts, and I'm kind of created template for myself, so I don't need to think and I don't need to redo everything. So people see posts or people see PDFs that they download. I think it's straight away resonate with me and my business. So it's kind of in people's eyes. So, for example, like Ruben said, one of the things that I do is my presentation. So this one was for eGirl back in May. You can either use template that they have. I took just a template. I've changed. These are my business colors. And then next time I can just copy, duplicate it, and use it the same. I use it, for example, and I will show you how I do that. I use it, for example, if I want to share something on Facebook, a new blog. So this is just a template. I don't need to think. What I need to do is simply duplicate the page. I have now, I duplicated the other one. I just change and we have on the left-hand side elements. I can now you can even generate images with Canva. Other than that, I will say I want image of, I don't know, business women, whatever the blog is about. So if you see the crown, these are blocked because those are premium, but I can use anything that is not blocked. And then I will say that this blog is about women in business, whatever it is. I need capital, sorry. And that's it. Bob's your uncle. I can download it and share it in my Facebook in 5 seconds. Another one is, for example, PDFs that I have on my website. So this, for example, is for NDIS. So in this case, I'm using the NDIS colors. So everyone that is in the NDIS space will straight away, this will capture their eyes if they're looking for NDIS. So I think it's good quality for print and for sharing, and it looks really professional in my eye. So again, I'm duplicating because I've created mine. But if you want, this is the home page, and here I have all my my template. So if I know a template, for example, I don't know, announcement, I can just write here. But I need in my project to search in my project. So if I want a template that I have, I can just search for it and find my templates. Because, well, didn't work, but blog, for example. I'm typing faster than it thinks. So it brings all my blog templates. How you do it? Very simple. You click on create if you want one, and then you can tell Canva what you want to use. So for example, I don't know, Instagram post. So it will also give you the dimension. So it's already ready to share in whatever space you want to share it in. So if we'll take Instagram post, and then you can, a little bit slow, and then you can look for a templates. So you can either use their hundreds of templates and images. It's a bit slow. So here we can use templates, and again, you can use, I don't know, creative. So give it what you want the template to be. I don't know, creative template, and it gives you the different templates they have. Let's say that I like this one. So I can now just change the colors to suit my colors, change the fonts, change everything. Now they also have here, this is new Magic Media. So basically it can create an image for you. So if you want to create a specific image, I don't know, women in business, I don't know, coffee meeting, I don't know, whatever you want to share, it can create images for you as well. And so that's the images that it creates for you. So you can either use that or generate more if you want. But this is, now I can use it instead of just looking for one, I can use the ones that Canva has created for me. You can also edit your videos. You can add captions. What else? You can make it, you can add illustrations, the text in many fonts that you want. You can add elements. So either graphics or shapes, you can add frames. So the one in my blog, for example, because I want always the image to be exactly the same size and exactly in the same spot, so I don't need to fit it. So what I can do is I get a frame and the image will sit exactly in the frame instead of playing with an image and resizing it. And they have like amazing shapes. You can do letters with it, with the frame. So if you want to write, there are letters there, or there, letters and numbers. So I don't know, I can have, for example, have my name and have images in it. Let's just do the HA for, so I can put whatever images I want into it. What else? I'm doing it very quickly because I'm conscious of time. But what you can also do, I'll just show you one small thing. You can basically, if you want to create a presentation, for example, you can have AI write you the presentation. So if I'm waiting for it to load, basically I will see if it will come up so I can show you. Basically, I can say that I want to create a presentation about bookkeeping foundations for people who are starting home-based business, and have it suggest to me. So we can describe what you want. Sorry. Bookkeeping presentation for people who starts a home-based business. And it can generate the style for me. It can suggest what to put on the slides and text and images and what's not. I gave it a go once. It was actually very nice. I think in the time that we have, that's it in a very, very nutshell. But I hope that you got the gist of it and see how powerful it can be and how useful it can be. And this is the presentation that it created for me. So I can now apply all the pages. It's sorted, and what I can do is now, for example, because I already have my colors, I have it here. So what I do is I just can copy paste the color from here, and I can just simply, where is it? No, where am I? Untitled design. I can change all of this. Where am I? To this color, and it will ask me if I want to change all, and I will say change all. And then this one I can change. Let's say that this is my color, doesn't matter. I will change all of it. And I can change this one to my color as well. Let's say that it's it for argument's sake, and change it. And in 5 seconds, I have the presentation that is with my colors as well. So let's say that this is my color, change all, and that's it. I can now edit, see what I want, duplicate pages, change images if I think it is, or tell it what to do. That's the power of AI for you guys. And I didn't need to give it any details about me or my business. So I don't see any harm on this one. And I'm very cautious about my privacy. So thank you.
Wow, that's so awesome. Can I ask a quick question, Hannah?
Thank you. Yep.
Just about the copyright and free, like are these images free?
Yes.
And are there copyright laws around it? Like if we were, say, going to use it for something that we're going to on-sell?
I don't think so, because those are free images.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That
Yep.
was just awesome. You made it look so easy.
And it is your account, so I don't see any reason why it's not. They're paying the royalties, probably to people who put the images.
Wow.
But I'm not a lawyer, so.
Any lawyers in the room?
Like Ruben said at the beginning, a disclaimer, you have to take your own legal advice.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Hannah. That's just awesome. You made it
No
look
worries.
so easy.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Hannah. Can we guys give it up for Hannah and give her a big triple five to say thank you for this amazing presentation of what she's done? And Hannah, before you sign off, what are you expecting for us to see on the 29th of November at the workshop?
Sorry, what do you mean? What am I expecting you to see?
What are we expecting those who are turning up to see? Since
It's a
you
mystery.
and
I
Coach.
can't share too much. Look, financial literacy is about understanding numbers. It's about educating yourself. All right, so you can create your own future, your own destiny. And I think that it's all about, so it's about understanding and about seeing what you can do and where you can go. Because like you said, we need to learn about if we want to actually trade in crypto or Forex or whatever it is, or buy and sell real estate or doing a successful YouTube, we need to learn. And the learning and the knowledge that we gain, this is our power. And the question is what we do with it. But we need understanding and the learning. So that's what it's going to be. There will be something for everyone. If you have your business, if you have your digital wallet, if you're employed, if you're not employed, something for everyone.
Can I just add that Hannah makes numbers fun?
Thank you.
I love that. Makes numbers fun.
Quick question. You're saying I can create my own bank account and put my own money in it? I'm just curious.
If you imagine it, why not?
Okay.
You
And it
never
will
know.
manifest. Hyacinth, it'll manifest.
That's it.
You never know, dude. Yeah. Be crazy until it works.
Beautiful. Coach Rubika, anything else you want to add about the 27th? Just super excited. It's going to go live for you guys to buy tickets from today. We're just going to have a quick planning meeting after and then take it out live. But anything you want to add?
Well, all I can say is if you've enjoyed today online, then please do not miss, isn't it the 29th? 29th.
29.
Please do not miss the 29th because in person it will be so much better. Super, super excited about it because it's going to be fun to have all of us in the same room sharing ideas and just networking, just getting to meet each other in person and, hearing all that's going to be shared on that day. It's going to be awesome. So please come along and bring friends too.
Yeah, absolutely. So one thing I love is that this academy is something that is to build you guys and build your brand, and so be out there talking whether you have a brand or not. And I think I recall hearing Hannah just saying now our brand is such an important part of, a critical part of who we are. So that's an important thing, like, because this is you, this is your integrity, this is your character, this is who you are, this is what you're building. And it's okay to make mistakes, but it's like the foundation of who you are and the legacy you're leaving, and living as well is going to be really powerful in what you do. And if you can get one thing working well, like today we're talking with Nadia about 4 streams of income that she could do with just what she has without putting capital down. And if she wants to put capital down, there's another 2 streams of income that she can work with, and that's exciting. Yeah, we can see that happen. Now, guys, next week, as you notice, we've moved from a fortnight back to weekly. So just to let you know, we are meeting every week on Wednesdays. Not every Wednesday is going to be packed with content. Some Wednesdays are going to be where you actually do some work together and you have questions if you have to ask, and you actually come in and do some work. I just want to get a quick poll before we finish on this, because a lot of people leave here really excited, promise to watch the videos. And again, it doesn't matter to me or to any of the other coaches, I guess, whether you watch it or not. But the question is then, is the application of it, because at the end of the day, the application is that you should be growing your wealth knowledge and actually growing your bank account amount. That should be something that should be happening. So a lot of people, once they leave here, life is so busy as a choice the until you get out of the matrix, as Hyson said. I call it the rat race, but yeah, get out of the matrix of this and start to change what you have. And we use comments like, "I don't have time. I'm running out of time. I'm just so busy." We all have 24 hours in a day. It's what we do with it and how we make it important. So, just as a quick poll, would it help if we do a couple of sessions a month? So, couple meaning two, where we get together for 90 minutes like this from 8 to 9:30 p.m. Melbourne time. And what you do is you literally keep your cameras on. We might have a little bit of a chit chat for about 20 minutes. And then for the next um, 90 minus 20 is 70 minutes. We basically will get to work on whatever you're doing. If it's you're building something in Canva, because Hannah just gave you an amazing, easy way to look at this, and you open up Canva and you're doing that while we're together, and or you're building your landing page, or you're looking at marketing strategies, or you're looking at an idea that you want to launch, or for Nadia and Diane, it was to start inviting people into the singles group, etc. Will this, yeah, accountability. Thank you. Will this help? I want to know on a yes no basis. Will you turn up and then we'll be there as well. Some of the coaches are there. If you're talking about some question you might want to have, you can even have breakout rooms to go into. But will this help you where you're just focused? Because it's all about practicality for me. And rather than saying I don't have time, what if you kept 90 minutes every week aside? And something's happening every week. And so at least 52 times in the year, you're actually working on your dreams, your destiny, your vision with just absolute focus and impact. Okay. If it will, please can you put a yes in the chat group? If you're not sure, we can put an IDK. If it won't, that's okay. I just want to provide this as part of your membership to give you these opportunities to go, hey, here's an opportunity where I can just sit there, start working, and if I have a question, I can ask. But I'm just working on me. I'm working on the stuff that I am passionate about and I want to see take place. And so for those who've said yes, we've got a few. One, two, three. Okay. The others, I want to challenge you on this because that is something that I missed out on when I was moving into these circles. I didn't have any accountability, didn't have anyone who was willing to run through these sort of things. All our mentors were in America. There weren't mentors in Australia. I mean, we did find them. They didn't want to share their secrets, right? And one of the things you'll know with us in the academy is that whatever we see working today, we'll tell you. Okay. I'm not going to tell you something that worked for me yesterday. If I have done really well in something 10 years ago, it doesn't mean it's going to work today. But if you got that ebook you want to write, Hannah, did I remember you saying, you didn't say it today, but I remember the conversation we were having. Does Canva also allow you to write ebooks from memory? I think you said something like that. Was that
You
what?
can design an ebook for sure. Like I probably, if I want to write it, I will get ChatGPT to help me write it.
Yep.
But to design it, 100%, yeah.
Yeah. Which is much better than
Because you can
ChatGPT.
do A4s as well. So
Beautiful. So because
yeah.
ChatGPT is shocking in PDFing stuff. It creates some excellent content and then you say, would you like a PDF for this? You say yes, and you open the PDF and it is like, what did you just do? Even my baby could do better than
Yeah.
me if I had one.
Yeah.
So you can copy paste into Canva and create some good content. Excellent. So how many of you, and if you're going to work on an ebook, you can spend that time doing it. So I want to just challenge you guys that whoever's ready to do that, so next Wednesday we're going to have some content at the start, and then we're going to spend some time where we just want you guys to massage, whether it's questions, whether just keeping our cameras on and doing some work, updating our website, creating a website. Wix has been a great opportunity for me. Others have used WordPress. Just create something. Stop waiting to, I need someone to help me. Gertrude started her Eagles, never done websites before, never done technology, kept trying to convince the boss to do it for her. I said no, I just was so amazed at her just learning through ChatGPT. She'd just sit there, learn, and she created her own website. Okay, now it's not the best of the best, but it's meeting the goals that it requires. All right, and that's something that I really, really can see that can take place. Hyacinth spent time. I mean, 3 years ago, he would look at this computer and try to break it. 4 years ago, he'd be like, being a kid on it. Now he's using it for technology and saying, "Look at the impact it can make." Right? I'm so excited about that. So, guys, I think just challenge you next Wednesday, 8 to 9:30. Come. turn up, be excited, get some stuff taking place that's going to just move you forward to the next step. And then let's try that out for next week. The following week, we'll have presenters like this and do some content and keep going, moving forward. If you're new here, it was great to have you on. Again, wealth creation is all about creating the mind that will help us not just make money, but keep money. And if you want to join the membership, please talk to the person who invited you here. And I would love to catch up with anyone who's new. So anyone who's come new, like Joanne, Gina, good to have you guys on. Diana, yeah, love to catch up with you guys through the week. So if we can connect that with Nadia, Ranka, and the others who invited people, and Beth. Yeah, and just see how you guys are traveling. Cameron, going to see you tomorrow. And then if anyone wants to join the membership as well, you're most welcome to. It'll be wonderful. Hannah, thank you again for sharing Canva. And Santosh has left, but we want to thank Santosh as well. And I sent him a private message on that. Bless you guys. Have a great one. And for those who are staying on for planning, and anyone else who was not in our initial planning but would like to stay on, who's a member, would like to stay on and just help us with the planning of the 29th, is welcome to. I'm just going to pop some music on for a few minutes, and then we'll jump back in about 2 minutes, 9:44, 9:46 for our planning. Otherwise, guys, say hi to your mom for me. No, I just had to say that because who was the guy who say that? Someone live. And bless you guys. Have a good one. Thank you, Emolium. Who was it? Rod Life? No?
I
You're
just
mute.
want to say hello to Cameron. It was lovely to see you. You got a beautiful open face, so it was really nice to see you on. Look forward to getting to know you sometime.
Absolutely. No, it was a pleasure to be here. Already learning heaps. So yeah,
Good
even
on
from the
you.
youngest one, I'm learning plenty from it.
We love to have the young ones on.
Absolutely.
Cameron, you could just, if Aranka says she wants to get to know you more, tell her to come to the gym. I'll be there tomorrow, Aranka, at Glen Waverley, Anytime Fitness. Bang. Set up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Game.
Cameron is part of Anytime Fitness in Glen Waverley. So we got to catch up there. It was amazing. Yeah. Cameron, you enjoyed today?
Yeah, I mean, I've already got a full sheet of notes here. I mean, you can't really see it because of the blur, but yeah, I've already got a few ideas jotted down. So yeah, it was good, very good hour and a half.
Beautiful. Very excited. We'll catch up more on and hear more as well. Awesome. All right, guys. We'll see you. And yeah, anyone who's staying on for planning, we'll be back on in about a minute.
So are we staying in this group, Ruben?
Yeah, we'll stay in this group. I'll
Sounds good.
pop some
Sounds
music on
good.
so we don't get kicked out and have to come back in again.
It's not easy going through this life alone. But I promise you, if you stay true to yourself, know what makes you stronger, remember where you're headed, and focus on improving yourself, it will get you through the hard times. The hardest moments in life are when we have to face problems alone. But that's what makes us strong. That's the path that builds character. To my fellow lone wolves fighting battles, to all the people going against the crowd, being attacked by the haters and naysayers, keep pushing. Remember who you are. Do not let them win. These achievements are hard, but the hardest battles lead to the greatest victories. The tallest hikes lead to the best views. It will all be worth it for you in the end, I promise. Show everyone what you're made out of, and the right people will show up in your life. You won't be a lone wolf forever. You will build qualities only few will ever acquire. You are building strength that only few will understand because most people are afraid to put in the time to work on themselves alone. So don't give up. Don't lower your standards. Stop changing your expectations to fit in. You were born to lead. Alpha of the pack. Always be that wolf. Always remember there's others counting on you. Always be hungry for more. Stay hungry to become better. Enhance your mind and rise to the highest level you can take yourself. Stop looking back. Start looking forward. Work towards success in whatever you do. It doesn't matter if you have to walk alone for a while. It's better to walk alone in the right direction than to follow the herd in the wrong direction. Stay strong. Be different.
Beautiful. All right, guys. So if you're still on, then it means you are here for the planning time. Thank you for being on. Hello, April girl.
I will just say quickly, I probably need to go very soon. I'm waiting for my daughter to give me a buzz anytime to pick her up. So apologies.
Totally understand. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so guys, we've got the workshop flyer. If everyone's good with that, we can start distributing that. So that's the one that looks like this.
Why is Gertrude not there at all now?
Well,
Is
I
she not
asked,
sharing?
she's not part of the sharing here, so I didn't put her in. I didn't put her name down. She will definitely would love to have her share a little bit on as part of
So why not add her? Why not add her and add her image as well?
I'm running out of images. I'm running out of space.
No, just make them a bit smaller.
Squish the rest of us.
And put P61 at the top on the right-hand side, so you can put another image at the bottom.
But then it's gonna OCD me on this overlay here.
No, yeah.
I think we'll have to get Hannah
Ranka, if you're talking, can't hear you.
Sorry, I was thinking. Sorry, gorgeous. Sorry, we're all trying to talk. I was thinking overlapping of the photos a little bit, sort of overlapping them, but make them don't make them small. Make them the size, but overlap a little. Can that be done?
Yes.
I don't know. I'll see if I don't know if I
And
like
some
it.
up, some down. Yeah.
That's my daughter writing me that she's getting close to the
No
station.
problem.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm not sure why we'd put Gertrude here because I haven't mentioned her here. So
But you said that if she's speaking, then just add
I
her.
didn't
That's
say-
what we're saying.
yeah, but we're not
That if she's
advertising.
going to share,
Sure. But we're not advertising everyone who's speaking. Like we might have a few testimonies that you guys are going to be putting in as
That's
well.
okay. But she's
So-
part of the running her own, program. So yeah, add her on.
As
All
a
right.
husband, I would love to have her on. As in understanding the marketing of this, I don't see how her being on if her name's not here. Even with Abir, I wasn't going to add her on because she was panel. But big fact that yes, her name's here. I said yeah, let's put her in. So I guess I'm just putting all the names here. William,
Well,
Ruben.
she could come together with me because it's her dream come true. So
Okay,
she could be.
I feel like we're trying to just get her in rather than
But
just
she's also part of the testimony, Ruben.
correct. But so
sorry,
then-
guys, excuse me. I
Okay.
have to excuse. Rubika, you fill me up tomorrow?
Okay, I will.
All right, guys,
No
have a good
worries.
night.
Thank you,
too.
Hannah.
You too.
Blessings. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
If we put her, then we'll have to put all the other
Okay, so
testimonies.
you're
So
saying
we might
there's
have
other.
Carol giving testimony. We'll have a few
Okay.
of the other inner circles, so we couldn't not. So that's why I had her together with me, which was fine. But again, if I'll only go with whoever's putting stuff on there. Then I go stay.
I vote for you to put her with your photo then.
You should have done it earlier.
What do you
I
mean?
have it in the WhatsApp group for a week and no one else responded except for Abir, Hannah, and that was it. So I just went with what was said. Why? Because I want to give
Well,
you
now
guys
we're having
everything.
another meeting, so you can change it again.
That's not the question I have because I have something else we need to do next.
Okay, what's the next question?
So the thing is, the reason is I want to empower you guys, but we need to have conversations in the planning group. And if you don't have a conversation there, then sometimes the timing to change things will take a lot of time, right? So the next thing that is important for me now is that we have to start getting people in here. So we've got the Eventbrite set up. Okay, so that's the Eventbrite, and the tickets are available, and we want to start promoting it. So There's a $35 for the inner circle. Now, I just have a concern, and if anyone's done Eventbrite, maybe they could tell us, and Hannah probably might have been the best one for it, is how do we stop people who are general admission going and buying an inner circle members group? No,
What do you mean by that? Oh, okay.
the
All right.
non-members, like they could just go and go, "Oh, I'll just go buy a $35 one." Now, I know when they show up on the door, we can say, "You're not a member. Would you like to
By
become a
having a
member today?"
by having a code for the inner circle members. That's what some of the other groups do.
Right. Okay. Yep. Beautiful. I think that could answer my question. Uh, so, okay. So if we got to check if there's a code thingy here. So is there Eventbrite has a code thingy?
I'm not too sure. It's just that I've had to use codes, and people normally send that.
I think you might be right, although I'm not seeing it here. I am not seeing it here. So if anyone knows and they can help me, just unmute and let me know. But I can't see it at the moment. But
Is
I'll check.
Patrick on there? Is Patrick on still?
No, no. But
Okay.
he hasn't done used Eventbrite.
Okay.
So add-ons, promotions. Create a discount. Here you go.
Yeah, that's the one. So you actually put in.
Okay, so if I said $50, so $15 discount.
Is that the amount?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay. So then how do isn't there a code that's meant to be?
It says learn more about promo codes just under there.
Oh, here's the discount name. All right. So
Okay.
CYP
Inner
member.
circle. Yeah. Inner circle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I should be able to go. How do I save this? So publish, it's already.
So you just send that code to all those in the group.
Gotcha.
Like you put the code there and tell us that we need to enter that to get the.
So if I went here, checkout. Not seeing any code here. So I might need to. Okay, I'll work on that. If anyone else knows, that'll be helpful. But yeah, okay, so that's good. We got somewhere. So, all right. So the tickets at this stage, I'm just editing the website, so people should be able to technically go to capturepurpose.com and click on the middle circle to get the link. All right. So capture your purpose.com.
Are you going to do a landing page or a link or something that can be?
That's it. They go to capturepurpose.com, click on the link, and then they get there.
Okay.
Yeah, because the other link is very, very, it's like a very long one, and
Okay.
it doesn't actually come up with this beautiful pictures or anything.
Okay.
So to me, the best place is for them just to come up to the website, click on the link here, Inner Circle in-person workshop, and then from there go. Yeah. What do you guys think? Because if we had a landing page, what would I call it? And then that becomes a whole new bit of work. So for me, unless someone is happy to do it, that'd be great. This is the easiest way.
So when you advertise on Facebook or Instagram, are you gonna how are you gonna
On
advertise
that, I
that?
can actually on Instagram and Facebook, I can actually just get to the link here.
All
So
right.
if you're
Okay.
advertising as well, you can just go click here and then share that
Okay.
directly. Yeah. Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah.
So, guys, it'll be good if I'll get this ticket sorted.
The address is wrong. Isn't it 2 Harris Street?
When I put it in, that was what it came up with. Let's have a look.
Because that's what we have for the Eagle, 2 Harris Street.
Linbrook Community
Linbrook.
Center, that's what it came up with.
I'm sure it's 2 Harris Street.
Would it be 2 different sections?
Unless it's maybe the side street, is it?
Yeah, it could be the side street, but is there a way of checking?
I'm just checking on here. I'm just checking on maps. Linbrook, Linbrook Community Center. So when I put Linbrook Community Center in, it says 2 Harris Street when you put it in maps.
Okay. Well, is there
2
that
Harris Street, Linbrook.